It's such a pleasure to come to Lewis. Actually, I never knew there was such a beautiful place around Brighton, though I have visited Brighton so many times before. That's all I should say are the ways of God. And His time are His own, and He fixes them up the way He wants to use them. We have been working in Brighton for quite some time, and it has done a lot of good to many people, because I always felt that Brighton is a place where there are many seekers and they are seeking the truth very earnestly. Their seeking has tremendous power behind it, but somehow or other they are misled. Like I found so many lost in so many cults, if not the cults, then the drugs and all such things. These are all signs that they are seekers. They are seeking something beyond. Nothing wrong with them, because there was no alternative. They might have done some mistakes, they might have gone to a wrong thing, but as long as they are seeking the truth, they'll find it. That's what it is. Now we have to understand that within us there is a power which can fulfill our seeking. We are created for that power. We are not seeking because just it's a fashion, or just because we see some important people in the society are seeking, because there are some books which are writing about seeking. But the time is such that you have to seek. Also, this time is so important that so many seekers have taken birth, because this is the time you are going to get it. This is the time meant for that. There's nothing absurd about it. I mean, when you see some people as hippies, or say, if they drink too much alcohol, or if they take to drugs, we start thinking that there's something wrong with them. It is not. They are doing it because they are not satisfied. They are thinking that there must be something in these things that they should seek. And that's why they are doing all these things in the name of seeking only. Because the urge is so great within us of seeking, that if we do not listen to that urge, we don't know what to do with it. Some people look strange, you see, to people who are used to a stereotype of life. They can't understand why they are so strange. And they start wondering what is happening to these people. But actually it is a very big force that is working through the time itself, which is making them seek and seek and seek. In our evolutionary process, we have come to the human level. Human level is such that we do not understand what is right, what is wrong. There are certain rules and regulations, of course. People have given that if you do like this, this will go against you. If you do like that, it will trouble you. You may call it religious teachings, you may call it any other type of teachings, or some doctors may tell you, or maybe some psychiatrist may tell you that if you do like this, it will have this effect. But this is all the discussion of the causes and the effect. But really what we should know, why? Why do we do like that, and why do we suffer? If we know how to overcome these so-called temptations, you can say, without doing anything about them, then there is no suffering of any kind. So, first of all, we must understand ourselves. And that understanding, as I told in the afternoon today, can only come if you have the knowledge of yourself. Now, many people say that we must get self-realization. Christ has said you have to be born again. So, I've known some people in America, they have branded themselves, we are born again, finished. Once you have that opinion about yourself that you are born again, they think we are born again. It's not your opinion that is important. Is what has happened to you. And when Christ has said you are to be born again, he could not have said for something artificial or something mental projection or something imaginary. What he meant, or any other person like Buddha, Mahavira, all these people have said that you have to be born again. Now, what did they mean by saying you have to be born again? Is it something that you just brand yourself? Or you form a cult? Or you form a group? Or you follow some guru paying him lots of money? Can that be so? Can that be born again? It means that something has to happen to you. But happen to you doesn't mean that suddenly, say, if you say that suddenly I develop another nose or something. That kind of happening is external. But what should happen to you is something to your awareness. That's what we have achieved in our evolution, in our awareness. For example, a dog comes here, he sits here, he doesn't know whether it is artificial or real. He doesn't know what are the colors. He doesn't know what style it is. His awareness is so low that he knows certain things, of course, which we do not know. For example, he can find out a thief for you. But the human awareness has become subtler and subtler and subtler. It has reached a stage where it should become so subtle that it should know itself. And that awareness, we have to get it through our evolutionary process, which is a living process. This is what many people don't understand. It has to be a living process. Now, for example, if I bring a little doll and say, oh, this is a child, was born to such and such lady, nobody is going to believe it because it is not living. The childbirth is a living process in the same way your second birth has to be a living process. And now what are the qualities of the living processes? That we cannot manifest living process ourselves. Supposing we tell our finger to grow, will it grow? It won't. It grows by itself spontaneously. If there's a seed you want to sprout, you cannot do anything to it, it sprouts by itself. If there's a tree, it has got flowers, you just can't order now, come along, I tell you, you produce fruits, it won't. Everything has to work out absolutely spontaneously. And that is what is the living process. If it is a living God who has to work it out, then you cannot do it artificially. This we should understand. I'm told there are lots of churches. I was happy to know that there are churches here. But we must face one simple thing about it, that by giving artificial baptism, we do not give them second birth. We cannot. We must understand, it's not just an artificial being that come along. Now I am coming from Theosophical Society or some sort of a theological school or some place, and I say, come along, I give you baptism. And you stand there, you put some water on your head, and I say, you are baptized. No, that's not. John the Baptist could do it. He had to be a real Baptist, not an artificial one, self-appointed, but appointed by God. Because when he put his hand on the head of somebody, something happened to that person. And what was that happening is the second birth. Means what? In the Sanskrit language, a bird is called as Dvijaha, means born again, a bird. And a realized soul is also called as a Dvija, means born again. Twice born. Now how a bird is born again? It's an egg first, born as an egg from the physical mother. Then the egg becomes the bird. So it's a twice born thing. Now, there is no similarity between the bird and the egg Everything that is egg is transformed into a new personality. And that should happen to you when you become twice born. Your personality should be completely transformed into a blissful, peaceful, happy, joyful, auspicious personality. Unless and until that happens to you, just by saying that I am a realized soul or I am a twice born, will be something like deceiving myself. And if you are a realized soul, you will never deceive yourself, nor will deceive anybody else. Because you are a new personality. And a special type of a personality which is absolutely living with absolute ideas. It's not on relative terms. It's in absolute understanding of the truth. I have seen people who got realization, you'll be amazed, even from your Brighton. Some of them were, I call them druggists and chemists, and they just left drugs overnight. Overnight. I never told them. I never tell anybody that you don't do this. But as soon as you are transformed, the shell drops out. And you become that beautiful person. I don't have to tell. You don't have to tell the egg that you will become a bird. When it becomes the bird, you don't have to tell the bird that you give up the egg. You have become the bird. So this is what actually should happen. It should actualize. The becoming should be actualized. It should not be some sort of an imaginary idea in our head that we have to be like this, or this book says so, or this gentleman says so. That is how we are not facing the reality. The reality is what it is. It will be what it is. So to face the reality, what you have to do is to see for yourself. Whatever I may say also, you need not believe. But you need not close your mind completely also, because otherwise, how will I tell you what I have to tell you? But you must understand that whatever happens to you should be your own experience and understanding. Otherwise, it has not happened to you. Supposing I am blind, I can't see the colors. And you say that I am blind, it's all right. But when I open my eyes and I can see the colors, then I can always say that I can see. I can see definitely these are the colors. But only those who have eyes can see, and when you see also the same thing, those who have eyes can also say that yes, this is correct. But supposing the another person is blind, he'll say, no, you are telling all lies, it's not so. Of course, because his eyes are not open. But those who have got their eyes open can say, yes, this is it and this is what it is. So the first thing we have to do is to get our eyes open by getting our self-realization. This is the first and foremost thing that should happen to us. Now many people ask me that, Mother, it is said that you have to cleanse yourself and you have to work so hard, you have to sit in a closed room and do all kinds of things. To make it simple, I would say, you have done it all. It's done now. You have done it in many lives. Now it's over. Now better have it. To make it short and to make it long, one has to understand that the time has to come when so many have to get realization. The time has come. And this is the time, the special time, the blossom time. And you are just ready to have it, and you better have it. It is your right to have it. It's your own. As I said, I'm just a banker. It's your bank here. I have to just cash your checks, that's all. Of course, there are some grace marks also given, but doesn't matter. It works out. And it has worked with so many and should work out with all of you. But to make people understand that this process first happens instantaneously sometimes with many people, people get realization. But as the people are naive as what to expect about reality, they have not known about the reality, then they start wondering, doubting this thing. But actually what happens is so simple that within us is placed, you see here, in the triangular bone lies the power which gives you realization. This rises through these 6 centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This energy, which is the energy of pure desire, which is the reflection of the Holy Ghost within you. This is the Holy Ghost within you, which rises, slowly ascends, pierces through these centers and emerges through your fontanelle bone area where you really give baptism to people. But this area then becomes soft like a child. That's your second birth. That's why you become like a child. Christ has said, let the children come to me because you have to be like them. That's exactly what happens to you, that you feel it. The cool breeze coming out of your head. You all feel it. It's no question of somebody saying, all right, you are realized, certified. Or you become this name and that name, you change your dress and wear that. Nothing of the kind. It happens to you. That you feel the cool breeze coming out of your head and you feel the cool breeze in your hands. That is, for the first time, you feel that all-pervading power of God, that all-abiding love of God. First time you feel it. Now you may be amazed that, so many have talked about it and said about it, and how is it that it didn't work out that time? One should say, in the beginning of any tree, early life of a tree, you get hardly 1 or 2 flowers. But when it becomes a big tree, then there are many flowers and the blossom time comes in and they all can produce lots of fruits, and that's what it is. The time has come. You are ready for it. You better get it. Once you get it, then you will be amazed to know that now you have become a collectively conscious personality. Collectively conscious personality you have become. Now what is that? For example, now, supposing there's a gentleman sitting before me and he's suffering from some disease. I can tell him, you have this problem. Then he'll say, how do you know? How do you know that I have this problem? I will know because I can feel it on my fingers. You can see there clearly, the hand shown clearly, that these centers are felt on our finger. You actually feel them. And when you feel these centers on your fingers, these are 5, 6 and 7, and if you know what these centers are for, what they represent, what they manifest, then you start decoding it. And immediately you know that this gentleman has this problem. Say, we met a gentleman and he had a problem. He had a problem on the right heart, we call it. And such a person may develop a little asthma. Now you ask the gentleman, he says, yes, I have. And if you ask him, have you some problem with your father? He'll definitely say, yes, I have. Because that's the center of the father. Even if your father is suffering, or your father is bad to you, or in any way, if you are not good to your father in any way, then you get this right heart as shown there, the catch on that, which you can feel it on this right finger, and immediately you can cure that also if you know how to cure it. It's as simple as that, and that's how people are sometimes amazed when we tell them that Sahaja Yoga even cures cancer, mellitus, all such diseases which are supposed to be incurable diseases. But that is not the only thing for which we are here. We are actually here for becoming doctors ourselves. Not for curing, but all of us becoming doctors. And these doctors don't have diseases. Please come along. These doctors don't have diseases. Only the doctors who come out of medical colleges can have diseases, but the doctors who are realized souls don't have any diseases. Christ cured people, he had no diseases. So you have to then learn how to use this divine power, not only for curing, But by this you give them their spiritual joy of their self, their being, which is so limitless and so great that without that happening, I don't see how you can save this mad humanity. They are just preparing now. Today I heard this MX, they are willing. Now the Russians will put up something else. I mean, madness, absolute madness. See, think of a generation like that, which is just set down to finish each other. I mean, to me, see, I'm such a lay person in worldly ways that I'm amazed. What's the matter with these people? Wasting all their money, time, everything to kill each other. But it happens because just now they have not realized that they are the part and parcel of one being. They are the cells of one personality. Once they become aware of it, that they are collectively conscious, then all these problems and war will finish off. I once went to a village in India where a big leader had come. And he called me because in India they respect me as a saint. He called me just to attend his lecture. And he was a speaker of Bombay Assembly. And what he said, that we have a big problem in our country, that we have caste system, and by caste system we really torture each other, and it's a very wrong thing to have a caste system. So he asked me, Mother, how, by self-realization, how can you get over caste system? I said, very simple. Because you get your caste because you are born in a particular caste, all right? Or in a country, like you are born in England, so you are English. You could have been born in India, you could have been born anywhere. But wherever you are born, you become that. But after realization, where are you born? You are born in the kingdom of God, where there is no custom or there is no problem of having a caste or any such custom of calling you by your nation or anything. You are born in a nation which is a universal nation, where there is nothing like caste system, nothing like England and nothing like India. You are all born as yogis, are the people who are realized souls. All your differences finish off. What is the difference left then? Because you have no caste system left, you have no national identification, you have no identification whatsoever. On the contrary, all your identification becomes one with righteousness, with virtue. You don't have any problem being virtuous because your virtues that are within you are enlightened. Virtues that I've been told, don't do that and don't do that, you don't have to tell them. It just gets enlightened. And the real, true virtues, which are eternal virtues, just get enlightened within you. And you just don't do things which are not right. And it's such a tremendous act that takes place within you that you are amazed at yourself. Oh, is it me? But you are that beautiful. God has made you so beautiful. He has made you a human being, a special human being, and also a more special human being because you are a seeker. William Blake calls them the men of God. Men of God are the people who are seekers. Whatever mistakes they are doing, whatever they are doing, they are men of God. They are special people who are seekers of God. And such seekers of God are special people, a special category. And what he says, he has described Sahaja Yoga 100 years back. He was a great seer of England, a very great seer. He said that men of God will become prophets. And they will have power to make other prophet. And that's what exactly Sahaja Yoga is. I mean, he's so great. The amount of things he has seen about Sahaja Yoga is so great that one can't understand such a seer to see these things 100 years back. We had one like that, Markandeya, about 14,000 years back. And I wonder it was the same personality was born in England about 100 years back to see clearly even the places and things they have described is so wonderful that one can't imagine how he has been able to talk about it. And what he said ultimately, that one day England has to become Jerusalem. That's what it is. It has to become. And that's how somehow my husband got elected to this post and I came down to England. And we are working here in England very well, and is the right of English people to get what they deserve, to get their position in the kingdom of God. Because as William Blake has said it also, all the sages in India believe that England is the heart of the universe. It is a very important place. One has to work hard, of course. English people are rather difficult to see, to break them, because they are rightly skeptical. I am very happy they are that way. Otherwise, there would have been all the horrible gurus who have gone to America would have been settled here. Thank God they are not here. But Americans are simple people, you see. They just accepted all those, all right, welcome, welcome. You see, anybody having any extra qualities, whether they are satanic or doesn't matter, but come along, you see. So all of them have gone and settled down there. But whatever it is, I have found that in England it has to work. Of course, India is a place, as you know, spiritually very endowed, no doubt. And that may be one of the reasons why English went to India, and they had such an adherence to India. And now I find that fervor is still there, and this special place is this small-looking country, which is like a heart in the body, but can do great things. And I'm happy that we could extend our activities from Brighton to Lewes, and further on, if we can move it, we have to give it to every seeker of England. And till I live, I want that all seekers of England should get what they deserve. May God bless you. You see, in such a short time, I can't tell you everything about Sahaja Yoga. As you know, it's such a vast subject, and a new chapter of knowledge opens now, which is the knowledge of the roots. While you have the knowledge of the tree, but this is the knowledge of the roots. So you have to keep your mind open and gradually learn all about it, which is very simple. But unless and until you get your realization, you better not try to understand it through your mental process, because mental process can take you up to a point, but will not allow you to enter inside. So better see for yourself what it is, and then try to understand how to work it out. It's all your own, it's your properties, your wealth, your glory. And that's all you have to know. What I just do is to tell you how to turn the key. Now, if you have any questions, you better ask me. But like today, somebody asked me something irrelevant, long questions. It was such a waste of time. So you must have something of a sense of proportion, what to ask, and to give chance to others also to ask some questions. It's not only one person asking all the questions, won't be a good idea. So I would request you, if you have any questions, you can ask me, and then we can have the session of realization. That would be a good idea.
The experience you describe and your suffering, or
What she said?
does the experience you describe end all suffering?
Does the experience you describe end all suffering?
Of course, it does. No doubt. That's what it is. Absolutely. It does. And also don't believe that you have to suffer for it now. That's over. Absolutely over. You don't have to suffer anymore. That's a wrong idea. I don't know from where it has trickled down. Christ has already suffered for us, isn't it? You don't have to suffer. it ends up all your sufferings. No doubt. Krishna has said it. Yoga kshema vahamyaham means when you get yoga, when you get your realization, when you become united with the divine, kshema comes to you. I give you the kshema. Kshema means the well-being, all kinds. You'll be surprised, even materially you are helped. Materially you are helped. Surprised? It works out. But you don't become Mr. Ford. Of course, that's a headache. That's no help. But you become sufficiently, happily settled down personality as far as material side is concerned.
Something that's enough to go around for everybody.
Pardon?
Something that's enough to go around for everybody.
Does that mean that there's enough to go around for everybody?
Should be. It's for everyone, my child. But the world is so funny. They don't want real things. You see? That's the problem. We live with artificiality so much that we are more attached to artificiality than to reality. You'll be amazed. Look at these gurus. One fellow wanted 59th Rolls Royce, from his disciples from England. He had already got 58, but they starved themselves, ate potatoes, did all kinds of things, and got one Rolls Royce for him. And then the fellow came in to take the Rolls Royce. And when Sir Yogis went and talked to them, that why should you give your guru a Rolls Royce? How can he take anything from you? How can you, if it is God's work, you can't take any money from anyone, can you? Can you pay for God's work, for God's love? But they said, no, this is very important because we just give him metal, he gives us spirit. Can you imagine? Can you exchange metal for spirit? And spirit, what he gives is nothing but mesmerism. But they did it. You can't understand these people when they are mesmerized. There is one guru who has got now 6, I don't know how to say crore, Gavin, how much it is? 6,000 crores of rupees. It's a very, very big amount. What is it, Gavin? To calculate it is also difficult. And he has got an airstrip, he has got 4 aeroplanes. There's another one who has run away from India, nicely went to America. The Americans are such fools, they gave him 23 Rolls Royces and 3 aeroplanes. And I went to Houston, and one lady came and shouted at me, "You don't come here, you Indian gurus." I said, "Why? What's the matter?" He said, "This fellow," she took his name, "he has taken $40,000 from me." And this, and I said, "But I am not taking any pie from you. Why are you shouting at me? Why did you go and pay him?" "Oh, he said he'll give me God." I said, "Then you've got it." This is it. What can I do about it? Everyone should get it. That's a good idea. It's very good thought. Very good thought that everyone should get it. Why not? But they don't want it. You have freedom. We went to the university today, Sussex University. There were hardly 7 or 8 boys all together. All were playing outside those, I don't know what is it called as those, what is it called? Gambling. They were gambling. In the next room, you see, they want to while away their time in gambling. Now what can you do? How can you talk? And I know in that university there are many seekers. But they think by gambling they'll find God. What can you do about it? But I'm very happy about Louis. So many people are here. So beautiful. Yes, my child?
I didn't really understand how long ago this particular philosophy came into being and how it differs from the more ancient concepts of the same idea of meditation?
More what?
How is it different from the older yoga?
Oh, it is absolutely traditional. It is absolutely traditional. It's so ancient. The Sahaja Yoga is as ancient as anything else. It was 14,000 years back. Also, there was this Markandeya was born, which talked about it. Sahaja Yoga is the most ancient thing. But we had three types of movements in the seeking, all right, in India. And now the Hatha Yoga that you call is also nothing but Sahaja Yoga. Because in that we have got Ashtangas. There are 8 things that you have to do. And in the Patanjali Shastra, which is the real origin of all the yogas you do this today, there are 8-fold paths. 8 things you have to do. Out of which the first and the foremost thing is Ishvara Pranidhana. Means the establishment of God within you. Ishvara Pranidhana. And the thing we do these days, you see, so-called yoga, is standing on your head business, is 1/3 of the 8th part when the yama niyama, when the discipline of the students is of a particular type. Means when, at that time, when they were practicing Hatha Yoga in the traditional way, the whole system in India was like this, that the children would live with the parents up to 5 years of age. After that, they would go to their guru, who was a realized soul, to that university. And that university was called as the Gotra. For example, my Gotra is Shandilya. Now, I cannot marry a man who is from the same Gotra, from the university, even today, when nobody has that university anymore, they do not exist. So that guru was, Shandilya was the guru of my so many forefathers. You see, he lived about 15,000 years back. Now, we are supposed to be the members of that university. We cannot marry in the same university, means such a celibate life they live. You see? So that was called as Yamaniyama, means those were the laws of those universities where people had to lead a life of complete celibacy and complete purity, and the children of that university, or consider the students of that university, were brothers and sisters. All right? And then the first thing, when they had to do anything towards God, they had to do Ishvara Pranidhana, means giving them realization. And that was done by Sahaja, means spontaneous method. Sahaja means born with you. It is born with you, spontaneous. So it's the most traditional thing is to give realization with this. The first one we read in the books about this is, of course, is the Indra. Indra was the king of all the gods, and he got his realization 16,000 years back, according to the historical, calculations they have. But later on, at the time of Rama, his father-in-law, Sita's father, gave realization to one person called Nachiketa. So, very few people got it though. But the whole attitude of Indian life is that you have to take your self-realization. That should be the basic of your life. Everything depends on that. So their music is based on that, their art is based on that, their clothes are based on that, the whole pattern is based by which you lead a balanced life to have the ascent of self-realization. But ascent is only achieved through sahaja, means spontaneous, but is done by a guru who is a realized soul. It's the most traditional thing. But how it was kept a secret? Because there were very few realized souls. So this third path, we call the central path of evolution, was not so much talked about, though Markandeya 14,000 years back has talked about Kundalini, about self-realization, but how it works out, they did not talk. They kept it like a secret. But we had another movement in which, according to Vedas, they try to initiate, or we can call it to awaken the nature. That one was done on the Veda side. But Veda itself, Veda means to know. Even I was happy to know that the motto of your university is what? To be still and to know. Is sahaja. Is that? Now, to know means what? Know means that you should have the knowledge of the spirit in your central nervous system. The first sentence of the Veda is that by reading all these Vedas, if you do not know, then it is all useless. The first declaration is so clear-cut. So the Vedas were used to awaken the nature. The result of this is the science today, that we know about how to use the powers of nature or the 5 elements. And the another side was, what we call the left side movement, was that people were spending their time in bhakti, in devotion. So we had 2 types of movements. One towards discovering the nature's powers and empowering them, and the another one by which to ask God to bless. But the third one was this giving self-realization, and which was extremely done with very great care and understanding of human beings. But today, it has become a mass thing. It has to be. After some time, everything has to be for the utility of the masses. For example, when electricity was developed, people didn't know much about it. Only few people knew how to do it. But when it became all right for masses to know, they had to tell the masses. If the people do not know about it, what's the use of discovering it? It's the most traditional thing. But only difference is today, many can take advantage of it. All right? Not in India, everywhere. Not only in India, everywhere. If you read Tao, same thing. Lao Tse has said the same thing. Zen is just the same thing. I mean, anything is the same. That you have to become a realizer. You might say Moses didn't talk about it because Moses first wanted people to balance. You see, that was the stage for them to develop a balance in life. So he talked about balancing. But Christ talked about it because he came for the ascent. Like every tree grows from the roots, then you get the leaves, and then ultimately you reach to the stage of flowers. In the same way, the growth of our evolution has been brought forth by these great prophets who came on this earth, incarnations who came this earth, and gradually they built it up on these centers. And you will realize that the first center is the center where we really became living things, because that's the carbon where it was introduced into the chemistry, and when the carbon came in, the life came in. So the first center represents the carbon stage, and then gradually every stage represents our higher awareness and higher awareness, till we reach this stage where you become a human being. But when it opens out, you become the ultimate, the absolute. That was a good question. Any other question, please? It's all related. Again, I'll say that Sahaja Yoga is very much related to Hatha Yoga. Ha and Tha means these 2 channels that we show here. Ha is the Surya Nadi, means the one which is the channel for our activity. And the second one is the Tha, is the one which is for our emotions. We use both these channels, but we know exactly what to use where. For example, now somebody is bending forward and bending backwards is not correct. Because there are people of different temperaments. For example, a person who suffers, say, from inferiority complex should never bend forward. All exercises should be done backwards. The one who has got ego should bend forward. You see, there is discrimination. What we do in our yoga system is that indiscriminately we take all the medicines, whether we are suffering from the stomach or trouble or any other trouble. We have to find out what exactly is wrong with us, which is the center catching. Now, how will you know? Till the Kundalini doesn't rise, you would know where is the obstruction. Once you find out the obstruction, then you will know which asana you have to do, which exercise you have to do, how to raise the Kundalini, how to remove the obstruction. Now, for example, I found out that so many of these diseases are caused by the disturbance of the first chakra. So many of these, even mellitus and Parkinson's and all these things are caused by the disturbance of the first chakra. Now, if you don't do the exercise of the first chakra, what's the use? You cannot help yourself. So you must also know what exercise is to be done, what mantras to be said, how to remove the obstacles of the first chakra. Then only you can do it, isn't it? That's what it is. You have to know how to discriminate, what to do, where to do. It's like this. Now we came to your hall. Unless and until we came here, we didn't know which way to turn. Supposing we had put our steering on one side, God knows where we would have arrived. So when you start the Kundalini, you know where to stop it, what to do it, how to raise it, what is the problem, at what center you have to do what. All right? So this is a thing you should see for yourself. Not just to follow something, you stand on your head and do this exercise. You can land up with great difficulties, into great problems. We have seen people getting terrible problems with these Hatha Yoga also, because they are just doing it without understanding anything. That's why I say that you must have the knowledge of the roots first. Now, any other question, please? You can't even think. That's what has happened to some of you. So don't worry. That happens. Why it happens, I'll tell you later on. But it happens, you just can't think. You've gone beyond thinking. When the Kundalini rises above this center, this is the center of Christ, you can't think. You just can't think, even if you want to. You're just beyond thinking. And then when it breaks through it, you see, then you just start feeling it in the hands also. And then the power of your own spirit manifests. It's not my power or anybody's power, it's your own. You must feel your own power and not somebody else's power. It's really fantastic. That's what you're feeling. It is. Because you are fantastic, you don't know what you are. Like a television set you take to a villager and you say, now, just wait. And you will see all kinds of plays here and you'll hear all kinds of music. You'll say, are you mad with this box? How can it do it? And you just put on the switch and it works out. Because it's all built in there. You are that fantastic, only the switch has to be put on. We can't believe ourselves, you see, because we really don't know how great we are. Actually, in Sahaja Yoga, you are not allowed to feel guilty at all. Any one of you are feeling guilty, please say in your hearts 10 times that I am not guilty, I am not guilty, I am not guilty. You are not to degrade yourself at all, because here you have come to know that you are the temple of God. No, it doesn't mean that you know only through this, but actually it happens to you. All right? Should we have the experience? Any questions now? Left? Let's try. We'll try. Now, it's very simple. What you have to do is to take out your shoes as you have very kindly taken it out. Now, why? Because the Mother Earth helps us. You see, we have to take help from the Mother Earth. Put both the feet on the ground, just like that. Like that. Not very close, but little further, like that. And both the hands like this, spread out, but on your lap, and be comfortable. You have to be comfortable. But don't put them like this or don't put them like that. Just put them straight like this, just like this. And please take out your spectacles because it will help your eyesight also. Now don't worry about anything. Everything is fine. Now put your attention to complete freedom. In the sense, don't try to hold it or put it in one place or pierce it through another. Just leave it alone. You see, some people have a habit of putting the attention to this and that. Nothing. You just put both the hands on your lap, comfortably, spreading the fingers like this, open out, not like that, open out. And just close your eyes. Please don't open your eyes till I tell you. Because when Kundalini rises, when she pierces through this Agya Chakra, as I told you, that of Christ, the dilatation of the pupils take place. And if your eyes are not closed, it may not rise. So better keep it closed till I tell you. Just keep it closed. Just put both the hands clearly like this. Once this happens to you, you can enlighten another person because you get the power to enlighten other people. You can cure other people. You can give them realization. But first, you must become capable. There's nothing to be afraid of. Keep your eyes shut completely. As I told you before, you have to say in your heart that, Mother, I am not guilty. That's very important to begin with. Now, at this juncture, you have to say in your heart, sincerely, that, Mother, I forgive everyone. You must forgive everyone. That's very important. Because when you say that it is difficult, you must know that by not forgiving, you are playing into the hands of the people who have troubled you. You must learn, you must say, Mother, I forgive everyone. It's very important. Forgiveness is the greatest weapon we have got. But say it sincerely, from your heart, that, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now, as I said that you are the spirit. You are the spirit and you have to become that, means your attention must be enlightened by the spirit. So you may ask a question, putting your right hand on your heart, where the spirit resides, on your heart. You ask a question, Mother, am I the spirit? You are, I'd say you are. But you may ask a question if you are not confident about it. Now the spirit within us is our master. He is our guru. He is the one who guides us. When the spirits start shining in our attention, we become collectively conscious. By that, our awareness becomes enlightened and the spirit in our heart guides us. So, we can put down this hand on the stomach, on the left hand side, on the stomach, and we can ask another question, Mother, am I my own master? Am I my own guru? You have to ask 10 times. Which you are. You are your master if you become the spirit. And the spirit is the reflection of God Almighty within us. It's a collective being within us. Now you can put back the same hand again on the heart, left hand on the heart. And very confidently you please say 12 times, Mother, I am the Spirit. 10 times. Now you put the right hand across on your neck, on the left hand side again. As the spirit cannot commit any mistakes or cannot be guilty, say 16 times positively that, Mother, I am not guilty. Put the hand on the left hand side, there's a center there which gets out of order, left hand side on the neck, where when you feel guilty, the center goes out of order. So you have to just say, Mother, I am not guilty. On the base of the neck. Just base of the neck, just press it hard. You'll find it's quite hard for all of you because it's a fashion to feel guilty these days. What are you feeling guilty about, you see? Here I am talking to you about God, who is the ocean of love, who is the ocean of compassion and of forgiveness. What mistakes can we commit in His presence or against Him that He cannot forgive us? 16 times, please say. Now put the right hand across your forehead, just across your forehead. Now here on your forehead, please. Put it on your forehead and you have to just say, Mother, I forgive everyone. This you have to say very sincerely, only twice. If you say it will work out. Just say it twice. Mother, I forgive everyone. Just say that and it will work out. Just say that. Better. Much better now. Now put this hand on top of your head, especially the palm touching the area which we call the fontanelle bone area or the soft bone you had in childhood, and just rub it softly in a clockwise manner. Just move it, your head, in a clockwise manner, a little bit. Now at this point, I cannot cross your freedom. You have to say, Mother, I want my self-realization. You have to say. If you don't ask for it, I cannot force it on you. So you have to say, Mother, I want my realization. Please give me realization. Whichever way you want to say, you can say that and then it will work out. You have to say it 7 times. Why numbers, I'll tell you later on. But just say 7 times, please give me my realization, Mother, or I want my realization, Mother. Definitely I want it. Now, you just see if you are feeling any heat or cool breeze coming out of your head there. Just see. If this hand is tired, you can use the other hand, putting right hand towards me. Just lift your hand a little, about 4 inches higher than your head. 4 inches higher. See if there's a cool breeze coming. Move another hand. Whichever hand you try, put one hand towards me. Don't open your eyes. See now, if you are feeling little bit higher, you have to have it about 4 inches higher. Not very high, but 4 inches higher. Are you? Good. Good. Everybody will feel it, but be patient with yourself. Not so high. Just about 4 inches across the head like that. Just try like that. I think. You can change your hand if you want, if you are tired. But if you are getting in your head, on your head, out of your head I should say, then you can put your hands towards me. Don't be serious. There's nothing to be serious. It's just... Now put both the hands towards me. When you feel there's a cool breeze coming up. Now it has to come out of you in your hands also. This is the first time you feel this all-pervading power about which people have told for the first time. You can ask a question. Now ask a question, Mother, is this the power of the Holy Ghost? Or is this the all-pervading power of God? In Sanskrit language, this power is called as Brahma Shakti. First thing it will happen will be that you'll find there is no thought in your mind. A second, you'll feel extremely relaxed. Keep your eyes shut and don't think. If you are not sure, then there are Sahajogis who can help you. Those who are not sure can raise their hands and the Sahajogis can help them if you are not sure. That's it. Just help him. Yes. Just help him. You get it? Good? Great. Yes, great. Just enjoy. Are you all right now? Good. Who else is not feeling it? There? Can you come this side? Any one of them who is not feeling it? You can come on the sides. You see? It's better to come on the side. So she's got it. You've got it, my child. You've got it. What about you? Dania? Just try this lady. Jyoti, you can. Try this lady. What? Great. What about this gentleman? Let's see, it's got little on that. Kingsley, can you see this gentleman? What do you say? Has he got it? Yeah. What about this one? No? No, raise it. It's left to the right. Put him left to the right, he'll be all right. All right? Not so sure? He's not sure. But what about you? Ask him to put his hand on his liver, this gentleman. Put him left to the right. Are you feeling it now? All right, open your eyes. Watch me without thinking. Let's see. Just watch me without thinking. Put him left to the right. And just try this lady. Has she got it? She's got it. Yeah. Acha, let her put her hand on the head. Hot still. Huh? Left hand would be better. Left to the right. Now, is he? Better, little less. Raise it. I think raising will help. Raise his kundalini. Tell them how to raise it also. Those who have come. She's felt it? No? What's she saying? She's felt it. These both have got it. It should work out. Put her right to the left. Pedro, put her right to the left. In the head? What about you? Can you release your neck a little bit, please? Let's see. Yes, please. Warm. All right, doesn't matter. Left to the right, you put it. What about him? Both. This one, gentleman. Gavin, just see this gentleman. This one. This one. Yeah, this one. All right. Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi is there. You put your bandhan there on the Vishuddhi. Better now. Are you? Good. It will work. That's Pedro from very far off, who's come to help you here, isn't it? All right? Oh, she's good. She's good. What about the lady who asked about the sufferings? She got it? Where is she? Did she got realization? Did she get realization? Nick, that's the one.
She felt it.
She's felt it? In the hand?
Well, her hands were warm. Earlier on she felt it, now her hands are warm. She felt it earlier on in front of her head.
It's got neck. Or put your hand, I think, if it is asking her, just neck. Just put your hands, there's a problem in your neck. Has he been smoking or something? What about you? She has felt. What's the problem? Vishuddhi, only Vishuddhi, simple Vishuddhi is there. Just put your hand. You see, these days it has been raining so much that everybody got this trouble in the throat, I tell you. That's why they are not feeling it. You all had cold, isn't it? Throat trouble. Now better? Better going? Let him feel it on his head at least, first of all. Is it flowing quite a lot? Hello, Olympia? Come.
It's a biscuit.
Biscuit? Oh, no, you eat it. I don't eat biscuit. I just eat this one. All right? See now. They've taken your photograph and now you're eating a biscuit. It's showing from me. A big thing showing from here, your biscuit now in the photograph. Nice place. Like it? Carol?
What can we give to people to take away? Can we give them a photograph
Who?
of you? The people here tonight.
No, those who have felt the cool breeze, you can give them. The things that you have printed is all right. But those who have felt. But those who haven't felt, don't give them. All right? That's it. So you've done this? Aha.
Everybody's helped.
Great. Eh? It's very happy.
Thank
Good.
you for coming.
Very good. Where's your mother? She hasn't come. What?
I asked
Father?
saying they've got people staying. They've got people staying with them from the Synod of the United Reformed Church, which is in Brighton at the moment. They're staying with them. And I asked them to come to meet you. This was yesterday. Unfortunately, I thought I should ask them again today.
It's all right. Okay? Welcome.
Thank you.
But they like this boy very much, did they?
They're delighted. They're so happy.
All right. So I'm
Thank you.
happy to know
Thank
that.
you.
That's all I wanted to find out. May God bless you. I'm very happy to know. May God
We're
bless you.
getting married on the 11th of
Huh?
June. We're getting married in church on the 11th of June
All right.
at 3 p.m.
I won't be here. But it's all right. I guess it's happening. May God bless you. Who is she, Carol? She's getting married. She's getting married to someone. He's there. See, his name is. His name is from Portugal. And that he's married. Petro, yes. You know everybody's name. Petro. It's water. You want it? Have it. Want more? Want more? Right. Come on, have it. All right?
Thank you, Mother.
Oh.